A new report from a reliable Manchester United specialist claims that outgoing executive vice chairman Ed Woodward bears a lot of responsibility for the player unrest that is currently being experienced at the club. A lot of the issues at Manchester United stem from the countless calls made by Woodward that arguably should have been delegated to football man. The bloated nature of the squad, for example, has been caused by Ed Woodward's handing out of contract extensions to protect player value. Woodward's strategy for awarding new contracts to players in the misguided belief it would protect values has left a bloated squad and several on the fringes unhappy. At times, Rangnick has taken training with 26 players, while there are 29 senior professionals on United's books, not including the 7 out on loan. And he is said to have found motivating them all difficult at times, given in each game almost a third will not be involved. Reports also mention the cases of Eric Bailly, Juan Mata and Phil Jones, who were all awarded new contracts despite having played just 23 games between them in 2020-2021. Yet despite this, each has been weighing up a January exit. Reports also claim that Ed Woodward's erratic transfer business encouraged former manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to go along with the contract extensions. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer agreed to all those contracts, but that is different to pushing for them, and his acquiescence was enhanced after the window of 2019 when Romelu Lukaku departed and no replacement came in. A manager needs to have faith in executives to make the desired signings, or else he will stockpile what he has and what he doesn't need. That erratic handling of United's incoming transfer business is the second accusation laid at Woodward's doors. In 2020, for example, Jack Grealish was among Solskjaer's priorities. For roughly the same £80 million cost, United signed Donny van de Beek, Ahmad and Facundo Pellistri. Those three played 680 Premier League minutes for United last season, while for Aston Villa's Grealish has 2,184 minutes, scoring 6 goals and registering 10 assists to prompt his £100 million move to City. Woodward's record in player sales is equally dubious, and has also led to the bloated squad that interim manager RALF RANGNICK is now struggling to keep happy. The transfer of Daniel James to Leeds, for example, for £25 million was shrewd business, but it was only the 7th sale of 10 million or more since Ed Woodward took charge in 2013. United need to act with greater dynamism to keep the atmosphere fresh. They have Andres Pereira, Axel Tuanzebe and Tahith Chong, all sellable assets out on loan. Lingard and Martial, whom Solskjaer was happy to sell, could have brought in 50 million or more last summer. One recruitment source considers how City have in recent years dispensed with Ferran Torres, Sergio Aguero and David Silva, and says Manchester City are letting go of genuine first-team players, while United keep hold of players who haven't featured for 2 years. The signings upon which Woodward has taken an executive decision are also called out as questionable. Behind the scenes, there are mixed messages over what constitutes a United player or where the club directs their scouts. The signings of Rafael Varane, Edinson Cavani and Cristiano Ronaldo were provoked by agents. Woodward just took and placed those calls. As the unpopular figure finally departs Old Trafford to be replaced by Richard Arnold, the report offers an explanation as to why United's fortunes seem to be little affected by the manager they bring in. Whoever is appointed manager, they are inheriting a mess created in the boardroom by a man whose ego allowed him to make way too many football decisions without having any football background whatsoever. Ed Woodward will not be missed.